Welcome back to Soul to Soul Travels. Today we're going to talk about the 3 things
that make us see red.
That really chaps my hide. Next on Soul to Soul Travels. All right, so here we are. Tammy and I have been living in the Netherlands under the DAFT Treaty now for how long?
A year?
A little over a year
couple
now.
Months?
Yeah. And to be quite honest with you, we would be hard pressed to find anything wrong here in the Netherlands. And I've got 3 things here today that we're going to talk about, but I guarantee you this is a guarantee. For everything that I talk wrong about, I can find 100 things that I absolutely love about the Netherlands. And we do love the Netherlands.
We do, yeah. So these are 3 things that frustrate us. We want to know if the Dutch are frustrated by these things as well.
Yeah, really. So the first thing that we're going to go ahead and talk about, quite honestly, has been solved.
Yeah, for now.
For now, it has been solved.
Yeah.
So, and that was the whole train strike thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when this train strike thing came up, here was my general feelings on this. I kind of read a little bit on it, and it was, hey, you know what? They're not asking for a whole lot here, so why don't you just go ahead and pay them what they're asking for? Let's get life underway. And there was some strikes going on, and
rolling strikes,
you know,
regions.
And like the Dutch, everything's planned. It was great. So you know, you could plan around that.
Yeah.
And then the day came that we needed to go on holiday.
Right. This train strike was in the Amsterdam area the day before we left. I think it was the 30th.
Right.
We checked the train schedules for that night.
Yep.
And then made sure everything was going. We had the time we needed to be there.
Perfect.
We were going to take it. That didn't work out that
We went
like
down to Rotterdam Central that morning.
Yep.
First thing Tammy did was look at the board and cancel.
Because it's not just a one-day strike in the region, because it takes them almost a whole nother day to get the trains running back on the right track.
Exactly.
So we did not know that, even though they said that they were going to be running.
Yep, exactly. When I saw that, I was so pissed.
Yeah.
It wasn't even funny how mad I was. I didn't even really want to talk about it. I was to the point where it's like, you know, fire all these guys. Don't pay them a dime. They don't deserve it. They're holding a country hostage, you know, and plus, worse than that, they're about ready to screw up my holiday. So
It's okay to screw up going to work, but not the holiday.
Screw the work thing, but not the holiday.
Thankfully, we did come across someone who was very nice. There was a train that actually took like 3 times as long to get to Amsterdam Central.
Yep.
That he helped us with. It wasn't on the board, but he had it in his little thingy-majig, little handheld unit thing.
Yes, he did.
We did make it in time.
We
and
did.
It all worked out.
But let me tell you about this guy, okay? When I am upset, Tammy, God bless her, I love her so much. She just totally runs interference. So we went to this guy, and I was so ticked. And let me tell you about this guy. This guy was so unbelievably helpful.
Yeah, he was. And he came up to us.
He came up to us.
Come up to him.
By the end of the conversation, I'm about ready to give him money, take him on vacation with me, and then overthrow the government at the same time because they've been mistreated. So he was so nice. He was incredibly nice.
Mm-hmm.
And like Tammy says, he had this little schedule thing out there.
Yeah.
He looked at it and says, you can get this one, but don't take this one. You're not going to get there on time.
Yeah.
So he was really, really helpful.
Yes, and it all worked out. But it's very frustrating.
It is very
It's one thing to
frustrating.
have the strikes, but it just messes up the whole
country.
whole thing. Yeah, the whole
I mean,
country.
literally, the country was being hijacked.
Right, and there are sides. I mean, there are points to each side.
There are,
And we
but
don't
you know
wanna
what?
get
When you
into that.
hijack a country, I do have some feeling. strikes are great, inconvenience people, but the thing of it was like that strike that night that wasn't there the night before was almost like we're going to go ahead and screw you. And that just really...
You personally.
Me personally. So,
all right.
But you know what?
Does that frustrate you too?
It all worked out.
It did.
And I'm sure a lot of people were, and like Tammy says, it worked out now. But who's to say 6 months from now, a year from now, they're not going to be striking about something else. Yeah. But, you know, again, the people on the rail lines, man, they are so nice. They really are nice. Anyway, so let's move on to number 2. Number 2, yeah, this is a personal thing with me. But let's move on to number 2. Here we are, back with number 2. And number 2, a couple things about number 2. Number 2 started this whole little rant thing. And the thing about it is, like Tammy was saying, it's just inconsiderate.
Oh, yeah.
It's just extremely...
People being inconsiderate, not thinking of their fellow man.
Have talked about it before. I apologize for bringing it up again, but it does, once again, to use the vernacular, chaps my hide.
Makes us see red.
Makes us see red. I don't know what you guys say here in the Netherlands, but anyways, and check this picture out. I'm going to throw the picture up right now. Check it out. I don't know why they parked like that.
Yeah, that's on a main street.
It's on a main street.
In our neighborhood.
In our neighborhood.
But these people have no consideration for a parent strolling their child down the street.
Or Ben walking by. Got your back, Ben.
Someone who's immobile who needs to use either a walker or a wheelchair.
Well, I was only going to be there a minute.
It was
pull it up 4 feet. Pull it up 4 feet to the right.
Right. Be considerate.
Just be a little considerate.
Doesn't take much time.
No, it doesn't.
No.
I don't know what the rental companies can do about this, if anything. Obviously, these scooters bring in money. And I'll be honest with you, we just started doing the Felix. Yeah, so which is a lot of fun. And I do love to ride the scooters.
But we park responsibly.
We park responsibly, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know, quite honestly, I don't care where they park their scooter. I really don't. But show some consideration for people that can't get around them.
Yeah.
You know, have a wheelchair, have an electric scooter that they need to go ahead or
a stroller.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I just took a picture of this, but you see this all over the city, all the time.
I mean, it's even in our on our streets here, you know?
Absolutely. Tammy did say something. She goes, when she saw it, she goes, I don't think those are Dutch people. And she's probably right. But nevertheless, this is just something, have a little consideration for people that are in need, that don't have another choice of a different transportation, or they're just trying to walk and get by. That's all. That's all they're trying to do, and you're putting them in harm's way. So, enough of my scooter rant. I can't bag on it too much.
Does this make the Dutch irritated as well? Let us know in the comments.
It makes the Dubois irritated.
Dubois.
So,
well, if the Dubois are irritated, then the whole country must be irritated.
The whole country's got to be irritated if the Dubois are irritated. I'm telling you that right now. So anyways, that's just one of my rants got going on. That's the one that really just started the rants. I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And the last one, we're going to talk about that right now. Let's move on to the last one. And here we are with our last one. You know, when we first moved here, one of the more unusual things that we saw is how they remove their trash.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw up a video right now. Check this out. I mean, anybody that is Dutch right now knows this is how they do trash here in the city.
We did not know.
We did not know. We had no idea.
It actually is pretty cool.
It is really cool. But nevertheless, here's the thing is, it seems like, I don't know, in our neighborhood, they don't have regularly scheduled.
No, it's a willy-nilly.
Yeah, just
trash pickup.
And what happens?
You could wait like 4 days.
Yeah.
You can, and then like sometimes it comes like 3 consecutive days, which that's great. I mean, we like that.
Not
but
that.
when it's 4-day lapse, it gets built up because our trash cans down there aren't that big.
Right. Right.
So what happens is these trash cans get so full, and then people just start dumping their trash bags right next to it, right on top of it,
Exactly.
on the side, out in the street.
Or they try to stuff it halfway into the handle, and the handle's just
so
holding.
then when they do get dumped, the trash guys don't pay attention or are not. They just want to get the job done.
They pull it up. They dump it. I mean, at the very least, just go by and lift up the handle and let the trash fall back in there.
Right.
But no, I mean, it's just like, it's almost like I just got to empty the trash. They take the time to move the other trash and pull it out of the way.
Right, but they don't do anything else about it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, I just wish they had more regularly scheduled trash pickups. And at the very least, it's almost like put some effort into it, man. I mean, just lift it up when you walk by to let the trash dump back down inside, that type of thing. The other thing that really surprised me about the trash, and it works, is when people have things like chairs or mattresses or whatever, they put them right out by the trash. They don't even go into the trash.
Right.
But there's a separate trash people that come around and they pick up just the bulk items.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the trash thing, it's just more of a pet peeve than anything else. And one of the things is we live right outside of a trash collection area, which it's kind of cool. We don't have to walk down the block. It's very convenient. We don't have to walk down the block to empty our trash.
So you know that when the trash is full and you have trash, you are supposed to find another trash bin locally to go put your trash in, not set it on the thing. You can get fined for it.
I did not know that.
But who's around to figure out what neighbor is actually doing that? And I don't know how that works.
Exactly.
But do you guys find this frustrating as well? Let us know.
Just let me know. Does it chap your hide too?
Does it make you see red?
Does it make you see red? So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up right here. But I tell you what, I would like to do a quick video on the hardest working person in the Netherlands. Works right here in our neighborhood. I'm telling you, she works so hard it's not even funny. But anyways, the hardest working person in the Netherlands works right in our neighborhood. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching and listening to us just rant and rave about our three things.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We are very, very hard pressed to find anything bad in the Netherlands. I mean, there's always stuff you can talk about, and everybody's got their little pet peeves.
In every city, every country, every
country,
state and country, county.
And I can think of a
back in the
million
States.
things that we love about the Netherlands, and we really do love the Netherlands.
We do. And thank you so much for all your likes and your subscribes, your comments. They just mean so much to us.
They do.
And we really appreciate it.
They
Thank
do.
you very much.
Absolutely. Yeah. So go ahead and hit right here. Help us subscribe. Help us move up in the ladder, in the feeding chain. And from Soul to Soul Travels, till next time, we'll see you there.
Titsings.
Titsings.